What's up, everybody? Okay, so diving right in. Okay, we did a little bit of this, some of my classes, not all of them, because I think it was that day we had eighth grade step up day. So some of you, you're really familiar with this. Some of you, this might be new, but it's a pretty easy lesson. This is 9-2, and these are reflections. Okay, so we're going to start with our objective today is students will reflect an image over an axis. Okay. Now, there's different levels of reflection. All that we're doing today is we're going to be reflecting an image over an axis, whether it be the x-axis or the y-axis. Okay. One of the things that I have to emphasize, guys, yesterday I reminded you on Moodle as well as in the presentation that I need you to write the coordinates both of the original figure and the new figure. Okay. Only about half of you did that. Okay. So understand what I'm asking you to do. On your worksheet, write coordinates. And if you don't remember what a coordinate is, that's your XY of both the original image and the transformed image. And if you remember that, that's going to be your apostrophe. Okay. That's that image that has been manipulated in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So let's go ahead and again, guys, if I'm going too fast, the cool thing about this presentation, um, these videos is you can pause, you can rewind. Okay, you can't do that in class. Okay, so if I'm going too fast for you guys, that's okay. Just rewatch it or pause it and rewind it, watch certain parts again, whatever you need to do. Okay, that's totally up to you. All right, so if I'm going to reflect over an axis, okay, first of all, this is, hold on, I just realized something. This should be 8-2. Sorry about that. Okay, so this, when I look at these two axes, this is the y-axis, okay, and this is the x-axis, okay. So let's say we've got a figure here, and it can be, today's worksheet has triangles, it has parallelograms, it has just quadrilaterals, okay. Okay, any kind of a figure we can reflect over an axis, okay. So let's say I've got a figure here. We'll say this is point A. We'll say this is point B. Let's say this is point C. We'll make this a trapezoid, and this is point D. Okay, so let's connect these. All right, we got a trapezoid here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to write the coordinates of these points. Okay, so A, B, C, and D. Okay, the coordinates for point A would be -2, 5. Coordinates for B would be -1, 2. Coordinates for C would be -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, +2. And the coordinates for D would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's say reflect, we're going to reflect over the y-axis. Okay, what that means, okay, when we did translations, all we did was take this figure and slide it, okay? This one, we're actually going to flip it over, okay? It's kind of like if we put a mirror right here on this line, okay? And we would see exactly what what's happening here. Okay, we would see exactly that we're just flipping it over a line if we had a mirror there. Okay, so that's really in essence what we're going to do. All right, so let's take this and now there's different ways you can do this. Okay, you can write the coordinates first. And if you want to, that's okay. If you are reflecting over a y-axis, okay, it's the same coordinates, just going to have x opposite. Okay, if you're reflecting over an x-axis, it's going to have the exact same coordinates except for the y is going to be opposite. Okay, to me, it's easier just to say how far from the y-axis is this point A? It's 2 away. So I'm going to say 2 away from that is going to be my transformed point A. How far away is B? Well, B is 1 away. So I'm going to say B, my transformed B is going to be 1 away. How far from this y-axis is the D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. That's going to be my new D. My C is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be my new C. Okay. So let's go ahead. Oh, sorry. Hard to make straight lines. Let's say that I'm looking at this and I should have the exact same figure. It just flipped over this axis. Okay. So let's write our new coordinates over here. Okay, my transformed A, my transformed B, my transformed C, and my transformed D. Okay, so what are my new coordinates of A? Now I'm over 2, up 5. So if you notice, just like I said, if I am reflecting over the y-axis, my x is opposite. So I still have a 2 and a 5, but this 2 is no longer negative like it was in the first day. It's just the opposite. So that's why it's 2, 5. So my new B would be what? 1, 2, my new C would be positive 7, 2, and my new D would be positive 5, 5. Okay, I hope that makes sense as far as when we reflect over the y-axis. Okay, let's take a look at one where we are going to reflect over the x-axis. Again, rewind this and rewatch it as many times as you need to, guys. It's definitely an advantage of having a video of this lesson. All right. Oops. I don't want to do that. Just clear. Do that. Okay, there we go. All right. So that one was one that where we reflect over the y-axis. Okay. Let's take one where we're going to reflect over the x-axis. Okay. So, and we can even have a shape that overlaps. Okay. What do I mean by that? Let's say I got a triangle here, here, and here. And I'm going to make that a little bit different, just so you can tell that it is being reflected. All right. I'm going to make straight lines this time. So here is my triangle. And let's say this is, we'll get crazy here and do X, Y, Z. Okay. Let's first write our coordinates. Okay. So X, Y, and Z. What are our coordinates of X? -1, +2. Coordinates for Y looks like 1, 2, 3, then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Z is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up 2. Okay, so we're going to reflect this. We're going to reflect over, and again, your problems on your worksheet will tell you what axis that you're flipping over or you're reflecting over. Okay, reflect over X axis. I should move those keys to where I believe. Okay, so I'm reflecting over the X axis. Okay, so let's take our figure here. And just like we did, okay, if we remember this, basically this triangle, it's kind of like it's pointing up. So if we put a mirror right here facing this direction, the triangle should look just like this one, but it's not just sliding it. It's going to be pointing down when we reflect it. Okay. So just like we did with the with reflecting over the y-axis, we can just count how far these points are from the x-axis. Okay. And again, if you want to keep it in mind, if I have a new x, a new y, and a new z, okay, a transform, I know the coordinates are going to be the same, but because reflecting over the x-axis, my y is going to be opposite. Okay. So if I look at x, this is 2 away. So I'm going to go 2 away from here. So this is my reflected x, sorry, or transformed x. Okay, and the coordinates of this are now -1, just like in the first one, but my y is going to be opposite. So it's no longer 2. What is it now? It is back 1 down 2. So it's -2. Okay, my new y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away is my new y. And that coordinate is over 3, just like in the regular y, or the original form. But my y is now going to have an opposite y value. So it's going to be -5. And my new z is 2 away from the x-axis. So I'm going to go right here. Okay, and my transformed z is going to be still 9, but instead of 2, it's going to be -2. Okay, it's right in our lines here. And we should be looking at the exact same figure, but we just flipped it over that axis. And in this case, it was the x-axis. I hope this all makes sense. Okay. Again, if you need to rewatch this several times, you're not going to see anything different than what I've done. You're going to reflect over a y-axis or you're going to reflect over an x-axis. Okay. Please, 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 if you need to watch this video over again, by all means do so. Okay. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Please remember to write these coordinates for every single problem. Okay, write the coordinates. Okay, guys, I hope you have a blessed day and I will talk to you soon. Again, tomorrow we will not have a lesson or assignment. I'm just going to schedule a time to have a Zoom with all of you guys so I can see your faces and just hopefully catch up a little bit. I miss you guys and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.